Right, so this is my part. And what I want to do is I want to create what we call a turned envelope, which is the full, as if we'd drawn lines all around this, which we can then use to interrogate this model a bit more closely. If this was a hexagon shape or whatever, it would still give us a turned envelope. In other words, if you wanted to turn that hexagon to rough it out of something, you wouldn't actually machine any of the hexagon. It would give you that envelope that fits around it. But obviously this is round. So I'm going to move to features, and I'm going to click feature find, and I get this box. I just want fine turning features there switched on. None of this needs to be switched on, none of these needs to be ticked. And then I'm going to go to edit, and I want full envelope switched on. So I'm going to tick that box, OK. I'm going to OK again, and it's created this turned envelope and my parts there, and that's my turned envelope. I'm going to double click that, shows me the layer that it's on, which is turned envelope, which is OK. And then I'm going to go Windows Layers, which turns my layers on, and I'm going to go to this turned envelope, double click it to make it the active layer, which means anything I do will go on that layer. And I'm going to right click, and I'm going to say show only. And I'm going to come down here where it says dynamic, and I'm going to click turn, which brings me nice and flat on the screen. Then I'm going to move to machining, sorry, not machining, back to setup, and I'm going to say edit, explode. So I'm going to say OK, click what I want to explode, which is this, and the tick, and it's telling me what layer it's going to put on, which is the active layer, which is fine. But you can pick the wrong layer, and if that layer switched off, this will disappear, and you've got to switch it on to see it. Say OK, and that's got rid of that off because it's exploded this feature into a continuous, which is what we call it, where all the lines are joined together. To get rid of that, we've got to explode it again, which will explode the continuous. So I say explode, and this will take this OK, this will take this continuous to single line. So I click the ticked arrow again. Again, it's going on that turned envelope layer. I can give it some colour now if I want. I'll say I want it all blue. OK, and now I've got arcs, straight lines, whatever. So that is the shape. Now if I wanted to dimension this like a typical turned part, I could do with a proper drawing. So what I'd do is go to geometry, horizontal line, and then I'm going to pass through the datum. So I'm going to click this button down here that says entity, so I have to click on an entity. So that will find that. If I don't click there, it'll just say it's not found. So I'm going to go, it's going to find this nearest entity, because you can accidentally click Edgecam in the wrong place if you're not careful. So click that, and I'm going to put it to free digitize so I can go anywhere on the screen up here, and that's giving my line finished. Double click it and just change the colour, change it to the same, that blue. OK, and now I've got my centre line ready, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mirror it. So I'm going to say edit, I'm going to this mirror icon, click that, and I want to copy around X0, so I'm going to say 0 there and copy, and OK, select entities, select all those entities, click the arrow, and there I've got it. So I've got a complete part there which I could then dimension up. So if I click dimensions, I can either go horizontal linear. If I hold down my control key so that I'm definitely selecting endpoints, I'll have that point there, move up a bit here, that's where I want my dimension. So I've got that dimension. Again, I can change these colours. So then red, it's red. And then if I want to do like my diameters, this is why I mirror imaged it. I'm going to say dimensions vertical linear, again hold down the control key, which is the same as clicking this entity, because don't forget you've got free digitize, which is anywhere on the screen, an entity, which means it'll only pick up on an entity like that entity there and that entity there. Where do I want my dimension? There. So now I've got that diameter, double click it, just swap the colour. OK, so that's given me And you can see that I could create a drawing like that, I could print it out, whatever I wanted to do. So that's how we get that full turned envelope.